Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Keelloo Talks, and this will be episode 16. And I think this is a kind of special-ish episode. I mean, not necessarily, obviously to some of you or to the channel in general, but to me personally. So we're going to be talking about another anime topic today. Big surprise, I know. But about a week and a half ago, it was, I believe, May 29th, was the 10th anniversary of the announcement of Love Live. Which, if you've watched any of my videos or seen pretty much anything I post here, yeah, I'm a huge Love Live fan. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I love it a lot. So, I wasn't really aware that it was this far back. I knew it was around this time frame, but I assumed it was a bit later in the summer, but I guess I missed that tiny detail. But anyway, I just want to, state some thoughts about it that I have. So, bear with me here. I'm going to gush about some idol shit. But if you like idols, you're in luck. Alright, so like I said, it was announced in a Dengeki magazine. And this confuses people because it says May 29th on this very small little banner thing. I guess you would call it. I don't really know what to say. But Dengeki publishes their magazines in a really weird way. So people think that it was June, some people think it was July, but I think officially it is May 29th. I mean, there's picture evidence, but I'm not going to dig real deep into this. Point is, for the sake of easiness, around this period of time, it's Love Live's 10th anniversary, a decade of Love Live, which is really awesome. I mean, I can't believe it's been going on this long. I mean, I've been a fan for about 4.5 years, I'd say. So I'm not like this elite veteran fan or whatever. I mean, I'm a huge fan, but some elitists might say otherwise. So in this, I'm gonna try to lay out some key time points and then my experiences with it, because there's so much crap. I could make a video that goes on for hours and hours, and that's just boring and stupid. So I'm gonna just do like the high points. So let's get started. So yeah, the first group announced, if you aren't aware of what Love Live is all about, was Muse, which is like the first generation of Love Live groups. And they got off to a sort of rocky start. I don't think their first single sold all that much. Because around this time, idols became very popular around the early to mid 2010s and all that stuff. We still had Idolmaster and things of the like. And their first single was called Bokura no Live Kimito no Life. And the side was Yuju no Change. It's honestly probably one of the worst things they produced, but it's understandable given it's their first attempt at making a song. But yeah, that was in August 2010. So, and later that year, I believe it was later that year, we had Snow Halation. I mean, pretty much everyone knows. If you're a Love Live fan, you know what Snow Halation is. It's kind of a legendary song. Yeah, that was very near Christmas of 2010. So I think that was what kind of took them off, because of a lot of reasons. One, it's a fantastic song, and it kind of just showed that how fast they can improve. I mean, because a few of their other stuff, it's like, oh, they're a new idol group. Great. What else do they have to offer? Let me throw in Snow Halation. Okay, this is going somewhere. Excuse me. But I think what really took them off was when they had an anime slated for them. A Love Live School Idol Project anime, which aired in early 2013, I believe. And you got to see all the characters you liked, fully voiced by the same seiyus who voiced them in the songs, and everything was animated. And you understood the full story of what this whole school idol project was all about. They want to save their school, they like being idols, all that stuff. Personally, I never liked, the whole story aspect of it. I thought it was kind of cheesy, kind of dumb at some points. Like, I don't, maybe it's just me, because I'm from the US, but I don't think people are going to come to your school just because you have a great school idol group. But hey, that's just me, I enjoy it. It's a fun, lighthearted anime. But I think Sunshine did things a lot better, and I will get to that. But yes, this was a huge catalyst in getting Love Live up and running, and everything it has been to this day. Merchandise, Blu-rays, concerts. I believe they had these live concerts before the anime, but this anime really fueled a lot of attention into what is Love Live. It's pretty cool. Maybe I should, try it out. Anime has a very popular and powerful influence on things. It's amazing. And yeah, there's 2 seasons. The second one was in spring of 2014. And I think that's really all I'm going to say about Muse. I mean, I could talk about the final live, which happened in early 2016. A little bit around the time when I became a fan, but I'm not going to talk about that because it's just, I'm trying to hit on the high points that I won't go into insane detail about, because obviously that is a huge high point, but yeah, it's a very long-winded topic, and I don't want to drag this out too long, so let's get into Aqua. Aqua, Aquours. Yes, it looks like Aquar. Aquars. When I first got into Love Live, I actually thought that was how it was pronounced. I thought it was Aquars or something like that. But no, it's literally aqua, like water. Looking back, it was really stupid, but I mean, I was not that huge into anime back then, so honest mistake. So yeah, Aqua was announced in early of 2015 with a drastically different setting than Muse was. Muse was heavily based in Tokyo, so very urban and city-based lifestyle. You never really saw much of the countryside. There were a few episodes that they went and did shit in the countryside, but Aqua is very different. Aqua takes place, or I shouldn't say Aqua. Love Live Sunshine, which is Aqua, is based in a city in Shizuoka called Numazu, and a smaller town right outside called Uchiura. So, the city isn't, it's a decent size, but a lot of the characters live in the very smaller part of it, Uchiura, which I don't know the population of it, but it's extremely rural. Chica lives in an inn, Rika lives right next to her in this small apartment, and Daya and Ruby live in this shrine. Hanmaru in a temple or some shit like that. I can't fully remember, but it's a very distinct difference from Muse, and I liked that. I don't really care for like the whole big city vibe, so maybe that was why I kind of got attracted to it. I could talk about Aqua for ages. I've written WordPress shit about it Maybe I'll link that below. Not that anyone's going to read it, but anyway. So, like I said, it was announced early in 2015, and unlike Muse, the anime kind of got started up much quicker. With Muse, it was kind of like a 3-year gap between when it was first announced and when it got an actual anime. But with Aqua, it was probably roughly a year-ish, maybe a little bit longer, summer 2016, and then a second season in fall 2017. And Aqua's still going pretty strong to this day. Personally, I think Aqua is far superior to Muse for a lot of reasons. I think the characters are better. I think the songs are better. And that's the fact that I think songs are better is kind of an unfair statement because, the studios behind Love Live were just trying to, get their footing with Muse. If you know what I mean. They didn't really know what to make of it. They didn't really know what to go for. If that makes any sense. We have this group of idols. How do we best take advantage of their vocal talent? And I think they hit their stride with Aqua, which is why a lot of the Aqua songs are much more clean and, just better directed. Not that the Muse seiyus are untalented by any means. No, they're fantastic. And, the later Muse songs are far, far better. I mean, some of their last stuff is fantastic. I mean, if you've ever watched the Love Live School Idol movie, the last song, ugh, that kind of makes you teary. Understandably so. But they're kind of back-ish because of Love Live School Idol Festival All-Stars. Just kind of cool, I'm into that game. I talked about that in a previous episode of Keelloo Rants. I'm not going to really get into that much. So I think I'll move on. I'll come back to these briefly at the end, but I just kind of want to knock out the last couple parts. The Perfect Dream Project, PDP, aka the Nijigasaki Project, which has always kind of confused me because it's a project that was, what I'm presuming is, just literally meant to just promote the School Idol Festival All-Stars app. They're not considered a main group. I mean, the main groups so far are Muse and Aqua. Muse first gen, Aqua second gen. And then we have this, Nijigasaki. I mean, it's getting its own anime. They get their own solo songs. They've had singles and everything, but it's not a main group, which is kind of odd to me. I would have been fine with them being the third generation of Love Live, but they're 2.5. If that makes any sense. They're the side thing, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that because a lot of the characters are really fantastic. I mean, it's Setsuna, Kasumi, they're really, really good characters, but it's just this side thing. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. I'm looking forward to the anime. I have no idea when it's coming out. I mean, I looked up multiple sources for it, and I assume it's coming out either very late this year or very early next year, 2021. But one thing I really did find pretty cool about this anime is the 10th girl. Typically Love Live has groups of 9 girls. I mean, but there's this hint, there's this one Aqua song called Number 10 that implies that, the listener is you. You are the 10th member. Okay, I mean, that's kind of a cool thing. It's a decent concept for a song, but I don't know if this is true. This is just me kind of throwing out ideas. But Was this a reference to what they kind of planned for the PDP thing? Maybe. Why? Okay, well, I'll tell you. For a long time, we had this mysterious black-haired girl called Anata-chan, who is the composer, similar to what Maki and Riko are in their respective series. So Anata-chan. Anata means you in Japanese. Pretty clever. Being clever as in, she is the insert character in Love Live Squad Festival All Stars. I mean, you can name yourself anything you want, again, because it's a self-insert character, but you are Anata-chan because it's you. And here's where I find things to be much more interesting. So there was recently a poll that the official Love Live site set up, where you could vote on what her actual name would be in the anime, because she is appearing in the anime confirmed as the 10th member, aka the composer of the Nijigasaki girls. And what do you know? The name of the girl is Yu Takasaki. Yu. Not Yo, not Watanabe Yo, Yu. So she goes from Anata to Yu. That is awesome, in my opinion. That's so cool. I mean, she goes from self-insert, ironically, if you want to say that, to literal, just self-insert. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I've grown on a lot of the Nichigasaki girls. Like I said, Setsuna, Kasumi, and they're all great. I mean, Love Live has a pretty good team of writers for the girls. There's always this occasional shitty character. I mean, may I remind you of Nico? Yeah, I don't think I need to remind you of that. Or, I don't know. Who's the shittiest girl in Aqua that I can piss people off with? Con. These are just my opinions, obviously. Don't take them super seriously. Kind of ranting at this point. Anyway, on to the fourth part. The newest Love Live project, which they announced, I believe it's been a month and a half, maybe two. I think they announced it way back, but I'm talking about when they announced the main girls. Which I've come to assume is the actual third generation of Love Live. When Aqua ends up retiring. Which I don't think will be anytime super soon. I think they'll go through 2021 pretty strongly until this new project gets up and running. So the information we have so far, I'm not going to list out the names because I don't know them off the top of my head. I just know what they look like. There's 5 of them that are announced so far, so we don't really know if there's going to be 5 or 9. Maybe they'll announce the other 4 later. But the pretty cool thing is that they're all the same year. So it's not like we have 3 first years, 3 second years, 3 third years. They're all the same year. Which kind of begs the question for some people. Like, oh, are they doing this just to plan to milk out extra seasons or whatever? Yeah, that's an option. I mean, they could be doing that, but let's try to play the cynical card here. I think it's a pretty fresh concept. Something that, I think could have a lot of potential. I obviously have no idea how it's going to play out because, we only really know about the girls. And again, I'm not going to pull up some shit about them because I'm lazy and it's not that helpful. I mean, it's kind of like the generic Love Live formula. Guess who's the main character? An orange-haired girl. The saga continues. Monica, Chica, this girl. They do have a new looking art style, which I'm a bit questionable about. It looks nice, but Love Live has always had a very distinct art style that I've never been able to, never would I think that anything else could surpass this. It's nice, it's clean, but it's not Love Live. I'm not going to dismiss it because it could look fantastic, but we don't know much about this in general. We don't have any idea when this is going to release. All we know is about these 5 girls. So I'm looking forward to more information about that. It's pretty cool, This is my first time, actually being around for the announcement of a new Love Live project. Well, I guess I could say PEP was around for, but I wasn't around for Aqua's announcement. I've been around for pretty much all of Aqua's actual career, but I'm kind of looking forward to this. Now that I've been immersed in Love Live stuff for so long, I'm pretty open-minded to what franchise can get into and where it can go. They've had a lot of experience at this point, so go Lantis, go Sunshine, go whatever. But yeah, overall, I think Love Live has affected me in a lot of ways that I didn't expect. It always makes my day. I don't watch the anime as often as I used to. I still listen to music greatly. I still play the mobile games on a usually daily basis. I love the message behind it. I've made a lot of friends, via Love Live. So I'm really glad that it's made it this far. 10 years. That's really impressive, Going from just having no idea if this is going to work out to being this, virtually well-known franchise among the anime community. And it's plastered everywhere in fucking Japan. I mean, I mentioned Namazu and Uchiura. I mean, those are like the city/towns of Love Live. Buildings that are completely dedicated to Love Live. It's just, regardless of what you think about Idols, it's a very nice, sweet, wholesome series that I've loved. Again, the anime isn't the best thing ever, but the message, the talent of the seiyus, the lives, they're so talented, and I love watching them. They're funny. Their voices are great. Obviously their voices are auto-tuned to some extent in the songs, but they sound great in their lives. And yeah, it's one of those series that I've stuck around with for such a long time, and I plan to in the future. They're just great. I don't see them stopping anytime soon. Like I said, they just started up this 3rd main project. So who knows how long Love Live will stick around. It's that and Idolmaster. They're like immortal fucking series. Because Japan loves idols. Yeah. Okay, I don't really have much else to say. I don't like to drag these videos on longer than 20-ish minutes. I'm nearing the 25-minute mark at this point. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give a brief overview of what Love Live has gone through over the past 10 years and kind of my thoughts on how it's come into my life. And it's fun reminiscing on this kind of stuff. You know, it's a series that's affected me like none other. And that's cool. And I'm going to stick with it for quite a long time. So yeah, if you haven't checked Love Live out ever, or if you're interested at all, it's pretty easy to get into. You know, there's a lot of content, the anime, both mobile games, SIF and SIFS. I think there's some manga, there's some doujins if you want to get into the really hardcore side of it. A lot of videos on YouTube with the seiyus. You know, it's a very wide-reaching multimedia project. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't. So I think I'll sign off here. And as usual, guys, thanks for watching or listening. I don't know why I always say watching. And I'll see you in another video. So peace out. Good night, good morning, wherever you are. Sayonara.